written in the wind. It's everywhere I go. So if you really love Christmas, come on and let it snow. Christmas, I always will. My mind's made up the way that I feel. There's no beginning, there'll be no end. 'Cause on Christmas you can depend. You gave your presents to me, and I gave mine to you. Beside me in everything I do. You know I love Christmas, I always will. My mind's made up the way that I feel. There's no beginning, there'll be no end. 'Cause on Christmas you can everywhere I go. So if you really love me, come on and let it show. Come on and let it show. So if you really love me, come on and let it. If you really love me, come on and let it. Now if you really love me, come on and let it show.
John was a squaddy and Jim was a toff,
and both of them behaved like wankers.
Georgie told the sergeant to F right off
and spent 20 days on chankers.
The British Army will make salami from Basra to Goose Green. We'll help the foreigner to meet the coroner. Brown or black or khaki, a darkie's still a darkie. You'll notice from the bodies where the squaddies have been. John got plugged when they took Marrakesh,
and Jimmy got sniped by the Argies.
Georgie got the shit in Bangladesh.
He couldn't take the onion barges.
The British Army will make salami from Basra to Goose Green. We'll help the foreigner to meet the coroner. Brown or black or khaki, a darkie is still a darkie. You'll notice from the bodies where the squaddies have been.
John is a goner and Jimmy is gone.
And Georgie is 6 foot under.
but their memory will linger on.
When the cannonballs roar like thunder.
The British Army will make salami from Basra to Goose Green. We'll help the foreigner to meet the coroner, brown or black or cocky. A darky is still a darky. You'll notice from the bodies where the swaddies have been.
Whoa! There's nothing I enjoy so much as somewhere tucked away. It's the same from day to day, when nothing seems to happen, but the gums are always flapping. A town that might attract you, not with what, so much as who. With nothing to distract you, such as things to, well, to do. City life's impossible, wholly out of touch. 4-star restaurants and such, nah! The grub of these here parties beats the pants off lunch at Sardi's. Sure, some say life is gloomy in a place of no renown. Call me hick, sue me, but I love the little town. Yes, ma'am, I love the little town. I love the little streets, and I love those little houses. And goddamn, I love the little life. Sure, the small town folk are flighty, but holy crap, Christ almighty, I love the little town.
Now, Mr. Van Horn, your language.
Come on! This is not a real church. You guys are Methodists, right? Oh. I'm telling you, a little town's the place you gotta be. There's always stuff to see. No picture shows is showing, but by God, that grass keeps growing. No lights that might attract you, but in fact, where things ain't bright, well, a man can look and actually see the stars at night. Like bright little pinpricks in the black velvety darkness. And oh my God, that's probably the extent of nightlife in this godforsaken bit. Christ all freaking mighty, what have I got myself into? Why don't you just take a gun right now and shoot me right between them? I'm so sorry you're still here, aren't you? Yes, ma'am, I love the little town. I love the little streets, and I love those little houses. And goddamn, I love the little life. Sure, the small town folk are flighty, but holy crap, Christ almighty, I love the little town.
That's all very well, Mr. Van Horn, but what about the wetlands? What about the egrets? What about their blights? You talk about rights, Mr. Van Horn, but what about the order? Why upset the natural order? What about the egrets?
Honey T, U-F-F, tough.
Tough?
Titty.
Mr. Van Horn!
Mrs. Gabriel, I happen to be a firm believer in shaking up the natural order from time to time. Keeps the critters on their toes.
The animals we're talking about don't have toes. They have talons, Mr. Van Horn. They have claws.
Honey, don't I know it?
Mr. Van Horn!
And now, my friends and neighbors, a toast if you'd allow me. Before we eat our ho-hos and drink our Kool-Aid down, I love this little party like I love you little people. And I love a little town. Bottoms up.